Welcome to r/Tales from the Front Desk. We've got a hostage panic, a guest who refuses to pay twice, and a midnight meltdown at the hotel doors. Here we go.
They are holding my husband hostage. Do you have guns? So, I manage a hotel with 400 plus rooms. Summer is when we get the busiest. Lobby full of people, kids running around. It's a pleasant vibe all around. This afternoon, I'm in my office doing payroll, and one of the guest service agents walks in visibly panicking. He tells me there's a guest outside who's crying and asking for the police. She's claiming that a man is holding her husband hostage. Hearing this, I call security to the lobby and step out to see exactly what is going on. I come to the lobby and I see everyone staring at this lady who's hysterical. She tells me she saw a man go to her room, and since then she can't get in touch with her husband. She claims this man is holding him hostage. Her story makes no sense to me, as she states that the individual she observed had a key, and none of my agents would issue a key without confirming ID. So I calm her as best I can and leave her seated in the lobby with one of my security guards, and I go up with the other two. As we make our way to the lobby, she starts yelling, "Do you have guns? You need guns!" When we arrived at the room, we knock and get no response. We enter and find the room vacant, with no signs of struggle. We come back down and inform her of the findings, and I ask her if it's possible she went to the wrong floor. She answers no. Then I ask if she saw the individual enter the room. She says no, she just saw a man walk in the general direction of her room and ran to the elevators. I rolled my eyes so hard. I was trying so hard to hold back and not call her an absolute idiot. The hallway has 20 rooms. No wonder there was another guy there. On top of all this, her husband stumbles out of the bar and sees her sitting on the couch. Apparently, he accidentally put his phone on silent. She then nervously says, "I guess I listened to too many true crime podcasts," and apologizes, then goes to the elevator to return to their room. I have been working in the hospitality industry for a good while now, but this was some next level of dumb behavior.
Oh, this is peak hotel chaos. One true crime podcast, and suddenly she's starring in her own hostage rescue movie. I swear, she went from fun vacation to call the FBI, someone has my husband, faster than the elevators could close. And honestly, I feel for the staff. They're just trying to do payroll, check guests in, keep the lobby calm, and then suddenly someone's yelling about guns and hostage situations. That kind of chaos ages you fast. Then the twist of the century. Her husband wasn't tied up screaming for help. He was literally at the bar, phone on silent, living his best life with a drink in hand while she's planning a tactical mission in the lobby. Hotel staff deserve hazard pay just for moments like this. Forget customer service. This is emotional CrossFit. All right, shake off the chaos, because the next story brings a different flavor of hotel nonsense. One involving someone trying to upgrade their mistake into a free stay with pure confidence.
But then I'd have to pay for 2 nights. It's a college basketball game night in a city with a fairly prominent college basketball team. A woman calls and says she booked a room, but wouldn't you know it, she picked the wrong date. Well, it just so happens that I had a cancellation, so I'd be more than happy to change over the room. Turns out she booked it through, I don't know, it was the first link on Google. I tell her that I can't change third-party reservations, and she'll have to get in contact with them to cancel it. But I can go ahead and make her a reservation with us tonight. She asked, kind of panicked, "But what if I can't get a hold of them?" Trying to help, I told her, "Well, you should have something in your email." But she immediately cut me off. "I don't. It's just a confirmation number and your hotel information." I tried again, keeping it calm. "I see. Well, again, I can't do anything to that reservation, but I can get you set up with us right now." She didn't like that either and said, "But then I'd have to pay for 2 nights." Possibly. At this point, the lobby was getting busy. I had 2 people waiting, the phone blowing up, so I told her, "Ma'am, I have to place you on hold." She pushed back again. "What am I supposed to do, though?" "I don't know, ma'am, but I'm placing you on hold now." So I put her on hold, helped the people in front of me, answered another guest who needed help with the Wi-Fi, and then picked up her line again. Thank you so much for holding. Were you able to find the company you booked through? She answered, No, I was waiting for you to get back. I don't really want to pay twice. At this point, I was honestly done, so I told her, I understand, but I can't let you have a room for free. She argued, but you would get paid for the room tomorrow. And I finally said, Lady, I don't know you from Eve. What would stop you from just canceling the room as soon as I gave you keys? I am going to hang up now. I have guests that need my attention. I hung up about 30 minutes ago, and she keeps calling back. A few times she asked to speak to my manager. I told her the manager would be in on Monday. She actually had the gall to tell me that wasn't acceptable, and I needed to give her my manager's number. Lol. Anyway, for those of you who aren't hotel workers, please don't be like this lady. Book directly with the hotel in advance.
See, this is the kind of conversation that makes customer service workers start aging in dog years. She booked the wrong date, and somehow that becomes your fault? I can't. And the confidence she had? Wild. Like hotel workers don't already deal with guests who try every trick in the book. If she made the mistake, the hotel isn't suddenly responsible for fixing it. Helping you doesn't mean they're clueless. Because honestly, if they gave her a free night just to be nice, what's stopping her from checking in, enjoying the stay, and then canceling the original reservation afterward? Boom. She pays nothing for a night the hotel should have been paid for. And she really thinks staff haven't seen that exact move 100 times? People like this always assume the front desk is too stupid to spot a scam, when in reality, hotel workers can see these things from a mile away. All right, shake that one off, because the last story comes with a brand new flavor of hotel weirdness. Trust me, it's a good one.
Why do people not get that we lock our hotel doors overnight? All right, bit of a late night rant from your friendly neighborhood hotel receptionist. We're a city hotel, right in a busy precinct. Lobby's got 2 entrances, which makes us the local public walkway during the day. No dramas. Walk through, enjoy the aircon, whatever. But when it gets late or quiet, we lock the outside doors because, shock horror, we don't actually want drunk randoms or anyone who doesn't belong to us wandering in. You'd think this would be common sense. It's not. We've had it all. People leaving the pub next door, and next thing you know, someone's tripped over the rug, snapped a lamp, or decided our sofa looks like the perfect place for a little power nap. Nothing like checking in a new guest while some bloke in a Hawaiian shirt is snoring in the lobby, drooling on a cushion. Real 5-star vibes. So yeah, we lock the doors overnight. Massive signs saying, doors locked for guest and staff safety. Please use your room key to enter. Pretty clear, right? Wrong. Every 15 bloody minutes, there's someone hammering on the glass like a gorilla that's seen a banana. Mate, the door's locked for a reason. If you're staying with us, use your key card. If you've lost it or you're checking in, we literally have an intercom. Big button says press for reception. Magic. If you're not staying with us, congratulations, you've just discovered legs. It's a 2-minute walk around the block. Off you go, champ. Anyway, that's my nightly therapy session. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk on how not to be a nuisance after 9 p.m.
I feel this receptionist's soul leaving their body in real time. Lock the doors for safety, and suddenly everyone outside turns into a confused zoo animal tapping the glass. And the gorilla banana analogy? Accurate. Too accurate. You just know the same people who ignore giant signs are the ones who say, "Why didn't you tell me?" while literally standing in front of the instructions. I've worked places where the sign could be blinking, singing, and doing cartwheels, and someone would still ask. And the Hawaiian shirt guy drooling on the lobby couch? That's the real 5-star experience right there. All right, now I'm curious. What's the funniest or weirdest thing you've seen in a hotel or lobby? Tell me in the comments. I love reading your stories. And that's a wrap on today's r/Tales from the Front Desk, where the guests are wild, the shifts never end, and someone always thinks yelling gets them a free upgrade. If this gave you flashbacks or just made you laugh, hit that thumbs up. Drop your best front desk horror story in the comments. Therapy is expensive, but venting is free. And if you're not subscribed yet, don't make me call security. smash that button, ring the bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Assuming I survive the night shift. Bye!